What's up guys, Mickle here, and cryptocurrencies and traditional financial assets have been in a nasty downtrend. Seems like almost every single day now, regardless of the news, we head lower and lower, and we have not yet been able to find a bottom. In this video, I want to show you guys some potential signs that we really are nearing a bottom. These are massive macroeconomic events that we need to be paying very close attention to. While it is painful to buy the dip, especially when it keeps falling, one of these times the dip will bottom, and that's when we need to make sure we are averaging and heavy to these cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies that make it through this downturn are really going to explode in value as they are poised to take over our entire financial system. In this video, I want to show you guys exactly what I'm paying attention to right now and really why I think we're coming so close to a bottom. I also need to show you an incredible tweet thread by John Deaton. In this tweet thread, John Deaton really summarizes everything we have seen going on in the Ripple SEC case right now, and even some stuff you guys probably haven't seen. After reading this amazing tweet thread by John Deaton, you guys are going to realize that the SEC is really fighting a losing battle, and they are going to have a very hard time ever proving that XRP is a security. Last of all, the XRP community is hitting the SEC from the flank. I'm going to show you what the SEC is going to have to cough up at the end of this week, and this could be extremely exposing for the agency. The SEC is getting attacked from a whole bunch of different sides, from the Ripple side, from John Deaton, from Empower, and now from the XRP community. When you guys see what the XRP community is trying to drag out of the SEC, you guys are going to realize why the SEC is in some big trouble. Make sure you stick around for that. Like always, if you are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So real quick, a huge shout out to XWar for actually sponsoring this video. XWar is a PTE shooter metaverse built and backed on the XRP ledger. The video game industry is absolutely massive and growing exponentially. One of the biggest issues with video games today, though, is the inability to own your own assets. XWar is changing this by making their in-game items NFTs that you can purchase on the Sologenic decks. Make sure to check out their link tree for more information on that. On top of that though, if you purchase their token for the IDO price of 0.000175 XRP, you can actually stake that token for 15% yield. Most importantly though, the game actually looks really fun to play and a game that I would grind with my friends. It's going to be cross-platform, and I think as this game develops and builds out, it's going to bring a ton of utility to the XWar token. The project has also been around for over 6 months and the founders are doxxed. If you guys want to learn more about XWar, buy their token or any of their NFTs, make sure to go down into the description of this video and go to their link tree. They have a ton of very useful information there where you can learn all about the XWar project. So guys, let's jump right into it, and I wanted to start off with really focusing on what I think is really driving a lot of the negative price action we have currently seen in the cryptocurrency market, and that is fears around the US economy. I don't think there is any question about it. People are freaking out that we are about to see a recession. If you take a look at this chart right here, we see that we just hit a new all-time peak in recession fears on Google Trends. And as we can see by this chart right here, we just passed the recession fears for 2008 and March 2020. Guys, these are two of the most fearful times in US financial history. 2008, we had a complete collapse of our financial system, and 2020, we essentially turned off the entire economy. We just passed both these times for fear around a recession, and this time it is fully fueled by inflation. The good news is though, we are starting to see a lot of indicators that inflation has actually peaked. Just today, the vice chairman of BlackRock actually came out and announced that they believe that we have reached a peak in inflation. Now, it really makes sense that we would see a peak very soon because a lot of the inflation actually came from one-time events. There was a ton of money printing in 2020, and because of this, it injected a ton of stimulus into the economy. This caused a bunch of people to feel richer than they actually were and go spend money on things they didn't actually need. This drove up prices and caused a ton of inflation. But the good news is a lot of this stimulus actually stopped, and because of this, I really do believe we're going to return to normal soon. It's just a waiting game now until we see inflation slow down. Once inflation slows down, we can see the Fed start to relax on their rate hikes and maybe even start cutting rates again. This will be huge for the stock market and the crypto market as people get more comfortable about where we're heading and get more comfortable once again putting their money into riskier assets like cryptocurrencies. Overall, I really do believe we are nearing a top to inflation. Once the Federal Reserve gets comfortable and really sees inflation start moving down, I think we're going to see a lot of the money that got scared go back into crypto assets. Right now, and no doubt in my mind, is a fantastic buying opportunity. We might not be at the bottom yet, but the fact that we're even close to where we were in March 2008 and 2020, I think shows how fearful this market is. Warren Buffett always said, buy into fear, buy when there's blood in the streets. And I think if you're not doing that right now, you really are making a mistake. Average into assets with utility, average into the best cryptocurrencies. And when we make it out of this, guys, these are the cryptocurrencies that will be here for the long run. And it will go down as one of the best buying opportunities of our lifetime. Let's keep moving though. And I had to show you this because this tweet thread by John Deaton was outstanding. He absolutely exposes how absurd the SEC's case against Ripple currently is. And when I quickly read through this for you, and I'm not going to go over every single thing, you guys are going to realize how bad of a position the SEC is really in. The SEC straight up does not have the facts on their side, and John Deaton exposes this right here. John Deaton tweeted out a thread about a few facts and dates proving the lawsuit versus Ripple and XRP was a weapon. 1. In 2013, Chris Larson gave a presentation to regulators including the SEC, Federal Reserve, and FinCEN and more, discussing his plan to utilize the XRPL and how he intends to distribute XRP. 2 years later, after that meeting in 2015, FinCEN and the DOJ enter into a settlement with Ripple declaring XRP a convertible virtual currency and force Ripple to register XRP sales with FinCEN, not the SEC. The SEC is made aware of this deal. On June 13, 2018, SEC enforcement lawyers write a legal memo analyzing XRP under Howey, and these enforcement lawyers do not conclude XRP is a security, so it does not recommend an enforcement action or a cease and desist letter against Ripple. On June 14, 2018, Hinman gives his speech on decentralized networks and says that present-day sales of Ethereum are not securities. This suggests any network that is as decentralized or more decentralized than Ethereum, the SEC will not consider a security. In August 2018, David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse met with Hinman and Clayton seeking regulatory clarity regarding XRP, and Brad Garlinghouse complained that Ripple was living in purgatory over a lack of clarity. Neither Clayton nor Hinman responded or informed him that XRP could be a security. Then in September 2018, Brad Garlinghouse met with SEC Commissioner Elad Roisman over the lack of clarity, and Elad said, "I apologize you even had to come here." Garlinghouse leaves the meeting feeling more positive about the SEC's view over XRP's regulatory status. In January 2018, Coinbase, with its very experienced and sophisticated securities lawyers, met with Hinman and the SEC and informed the SEC that Coinbase has run XRP through its security framework and concluded that today's XRP is not a security and plan to list XRP immediately. This XRP meeting with the SEC was very important to Coinbase because it intended to file for an IPO and go public. Obviously couldn't do so while selling an unregistered security. Hinman and the SEC did not dispute Coinbase's conclusion that today's XRP is not a security, and Coinbase listed XRP in February 2019 and was allowed to go public with its IPO while listing XRP. I want to skip over some stuff in the middle. Guys, this just keeps going, and he goes on with about 20 more points just like that, directly proving that the SEC never told anyone, including Ripple, that XRP could be a security, and in fact, they did everything in their power to actually make Ripple think that XRP was not a security. I want to read these last two paragraphs though, because these are awesome. The SEC seeks $1.3 billion from Ripple and the two executives, but Ripple co-founder Jed McCaleb has sold over $2 billion worth of XRP since the lawsuit was filed. Also, Ripple continues to sell XRP. In fact, when Ripple objected to costly discovery costing several $100,000, the SEC told the judge Ripple should sell XRP to fund it. The SEC literally recommended and encouraged Ripple to sell XRP while claiming those sales are illegal. Guys, the SEC is completely on its face with this lawsuit. Everything they have done for their entire history has completely contradicted everything they have said in this case. It is so obvious to everyone, including other regulators in the US, that XRP is clearly not a security, and the funniest part is everything the SEC has done in the past actually shows that not even they believed XRP was a security. Who knows what the true intentions of this lawsuit really were? John Deaton thinks it was an attack. Other people think this is all an elaborate setup to give XRP the clarity it needs to dominate the financial system. Either way though, the facts are all against the SEC, and there is no way XRP will ever be declared a security of Ripple. Last of all, I wanted to go over this because I thought this was super interesting and something I actually did not expect. An XRP community member named Stuart Young actually has issued a FOIA request to the SEC asking for Hinman's public calendar, and that FOIA request is actually due June 30th. If we are able to get access to Hinman's public calendar, this could open up a whole bunch of new potential evidence against the SEC. We know Hinman was doing all kinds of sketchy stuff when he was at the SEC, and he wasn't very careful about any of it. The fact that Hinman's public calendar already isn't public, I think is enough to say that there probably is some sketchy stuff in it, and the date that it will be handed over to the XRP community is coming right around the corner. Hopefully on June 30th, we will get access to this calendar, and this will be very interesting if we do. There is no doubt in my mind that the XRP community will be able to dig up a whole bunch of crazy stuff from this calendar, so I cannot wait to see it, and huge props to Stuart Young for actually going out of his way to do this. It shows how powerful the XRP community is, and I don't think the SEC factored any of this in when they pursued this case against Ripple. Anyway guys, thank you so much for coming. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help me out so much. I hope everyone has a great night, and for now, Mickle out.